Good morning, Existence Church. How are you? Well, we've reached another milestone in our year. We're at the end of our second quarter, so it's time for our second quarter in review. And for those of you that don't know what this is a time where we as a church get a chance to look back at all the things that we did as a church together to advance God's kingdom. We say over and over again, our goal here is not to just build Existence Church, but our goal is to use Existence Church as a conduit to build God's kingdom. And so each quarter we look back at all the things that we did to build God's kingdom. Some of them are here in the church, some of them are outside of the church. So let me walk you through some cool things that we did. One of the first things we did, and you may notice behind me, is we made the catastrophic mistake of allowing Chad to choose the paint colors of our coffee house. We've learned from that. First and really only blunder of the second quarter. Let me walk you through some fun stuff that we did. We had the opportunity last quarter to baptize 6 people. Another great testimony that God is working in our church. We believe that baptism is the outward expression of what God's doing on us on the inside. We're excited about that. We hosted our first annual 80s night. Unbelievable turnout, unbelievable characters, unbelievable time. If you got to share that with us, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was awesome. We raised $350 from pictures so that we could give World Vision money to buy goats and soccer balls and all sorts of things to help fight world causes. We sent out another missionary. Allison Deppy is now doing missions in Tijuana, Mexico, and we're so excited for her. We brought 32 people down to Tijuana, Mexico to lay the foundation of a church down there. We're excited to partner with this church. We see a lot of opportunities in the future, and 32 people gave up their weekend to go down and advance God's kingdom just on the other side of the border. Awesome opportunity. We handed out over 1,000 care packages to the inner city, and for those of you that went, you had quite adventures taking those into the neighborhoods, but it was a great partnership for the city. Let's see, we managed to stay on budget. I know that a lot of you noticed that our budget was really having a tough time with the gas prices and everything going on. But men and women in this church stepped up and said, we are not going to compromise doing ministry. And so we stepped up and we managed to stay on budget, which was a huge testimony. I'm excited about that. We hosted a Young Life car wash where we raised over $300 to send the kids to camp. And then as a church, we also gave them another $500 to do that awesome thing. We handed out 5,000 invites and 100 street signs all around different areas of San Diego. We worked through the whole book of Colossians together so that we could learn that and know what that means. And we launched our first newcomers game night. Awesome, we had tons of new people come and just play games and have a good time. We hosted 2 Dr. Jerry nights where couples, whether they're married or engaged, could come and dialogue about relationships. And we launched a new women's life group. Everything I just said, we did as a church over the last 90 days. That's a wonderful testimony to a group of people who have said, as for me and my house, we're going to advance God's kingdom. Now let me give you one final thought. We're halfway through the year. If you missed the first quarter in review, go back and look at it. Listen to this one. Look at all the things we've done in half of a year. And let me encourage you, we have a great second half ahead of us. If you haven't been involved, get involved. If you've been involved, stay involved. As a church, we are going to build God's kingdom in ways we never have as this year continues. I love you. Thank you for partnering with us. Let's keep it going.